Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Um, I'm out on the Apache Pier. I had come because um, not too long ago, last week, my wife's car broke down. Cece's car broke down here in Myrtle Beach, and we had to leave it to be repaired. So just came down and picked it up today, and she's on the way back. And I decided that I would take an opportunity to walk out on the pier and get this uh, fall view of the Great Atlantic. I have seen the Great Atlantic many times, but I've also been blessed to see the Great Pacific. So as I look at the systems across the top, the sky, the sun, and all of that, I can't see the system under this water. And you, if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm just big on the fact that God has created a world that I can't live in, and yet is a part of the same world that I do live in. But water itself is just has so many other mysteries to it that doesn't make sense. So although people swim in it and buy yachts and go across it and all the other stuff, it just doesn't make sense. Look at it. And it looks like you can step on it, and you can for a moment, but unless you have a backup plan, you won't do much stepping after then. But it's amazing to me how God has allowed man to enjoy what he has. And that was a time this pier didn't exist. None of these buildings existed. But God has given man the mindset to do great and marvelous things, and he's honored by that. And so it is important just as a reminder that while you're in the midst of the holiday season, that God has given you a mind. God has entrusted you to do things, to become, so that over the days and months that are ahead, when your children and your aunts and your uncles and all of them grow and they develop, you have something to share with them because you've been through some things, but you have the hope, and God has transformed you. He's changing you. You're not the person you used to be. And if you still are, then I hope that you will crave to be somebody different. You're always going to be a human being, and you're enough for the moment, but not for the future, because you're doing great things. So don't let anybody tell you that what you have now is enough. No, because God has made it so that you can yearn for God, yearn for the Creator. Look in your creation and say, ask, is there something else? Are there other things to offer me? And search out. Now, most of you know I'm Michael L. Dublin Sr., I'm the pastor for South Central Church of Christ here in Raleigh, North Carolina. But also my life lesson is, regardless of what your religious faith and belief is, you should never, ever leave here having just existed. That the core teachings of Jesus is that you would have life and have it abundantly. And you may not see that when you look at the religiosity that goes on, but there is something much bigger and greater that God has offered us than religiosity, the traditional church. She has a place, but there's something much, much bigger for you as an individual in relationship with other like-minded people. So on this day, I won't see this day again like you won't either, but you will be able to see it on video. And I hope and pray that you will hear somebody when they tell you that there is so much more that God has for you. Your creation is becoming. You're here, but you're not all of your creation. It's yet to come. You must find your path somewhere. I found mine in Christ Jesus. And what he has done is opened me to a world that I don't allow anything to stop me. I just get up and I go, and I'm productive, and I'm loving it, and I'm compassionate, and I'm a little bit hard to deal with. But that's me. and I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I'm becoming. I just know that in this generation, in this time, and in this time of passing through, we're all passing through, that I am who and what I am, and God has made me enough for today. And so I just want to say, when you look at the pier and you look all around you and you look at that mighty ocean, just just know that it's okay to be in awe of the creator of it all. God bless you, beloved. Michael L. Dublin Sr., a man on a journey.